Hey Pastry Puffs, welcome back to Strudel Reviews. It's your girl Strudel, and today we are doing part 2 of my Ever After High Doll collection. Because, I did part 1, and then part 1 continued, now we're on part 2. We'll see if we have to do a continuative part 2. Hopefully not. Let's get into it. First off, to pick up where we left off, I think the last doll we left off on was Gingerbread House. We are picking up where we left off and starting with Alistair Wonderland, aka the biggest pain in the neck to find for the first chapter Ever After High collections. I managed to find him for not an insane price on Mercari, but the only downside is he didn't come with his original shoes, so I've got him a pair of Holiday Claude shoes. I kinda like them more than his original boots, but it is what it is. But I'm just happy that I have him, although he was a huge pain in the neck to get. And he comes with his little canteen, which is kind of cool. Like, for real, for real. And I will say, he could pass as, like, a custom... You could probably customize him to make a slightly taller Prince Sky from Winx Club if you don't really like the Jakks Pacific one, and if you don't want to pay an arm and a leg for the Mattel Sky. But he's so cool. I'll be ridiculously hard to find. Next up, we have Darling Charming. She was one of the first Ever After High dolls that I got, because I got her about the same time I got Apple and Briar, and I believe I got Blondie with them. But I got her on Mercari. She was fully complete, and she is, like, very gorgeous. Very gorgeous, very complete. I love her. She is beautiful. Very beautiful. Again, got her from Mercari. Next doll. We have her BFF, Rosabella Beauty. Again, got her from Mercari. Got her almost complete. I know what- oh, hold on. My, like, ugly finger is in the way. My god-awful finger is in the way. But, I got my Rosabella. I know she's missing her glasses. I think she might be missing some jewelry. Again, didn't really care. I got her with her outfit and her shoes. I made the exception for Alistair because he's just ridiculously expensive, and if I got him for a good deal, I got him for a good deal. I don't worry about the shoes. If, whatever. But, like, Rosabella, very, very pretty. I got a pretty, like, most of my, like, very good, very pretty. And, like, the fur on her neck is still intact, so that's cool. And then our next one is Bunny Blanc. I got her off of Mercari as well, pretty much complete. The only thing is, her eye wonk is worse than Ginger's, and it's giving very much G1 Laguna Blue with the whole, like, serving fisheye thing. But she's cute. I have her. I have Alistair. I got their little ship, so it's fine. Because overall, except for that really wonky eye, she's a pretty good face placement. Because I would say, I think her and my Ginger are the only two that have, like, severely bad eye wonk, and all my other dolls have, like, pretty good faces. Okay, so the next one is Fabel Thorn, who I got off of Mercari. I got Fabel and Rosabella from the same seller. like I did with my Blondie, my Holly, and then a couple other characters you're gonna be seeing later on. My Fayabelle didn't come with her wings, but for the most part, she was fully complete, has a good face placement, no lip chips, so, like, awesome. And I got her for a pretty good price, considering you can't get Ever After High dolls on the on the first-hand market anymore, brand new off shelves. So, it works for me. The next doll in our collection, which kicks off what I call the beginning of the end, Miss Melody Piper. If you look pretty closely at mine, you can tell she's got a lip chip. I didn't notice it in the listing, but overall, the rest of her face is pretty good. She has most of her outfit. She is just missing, I think she's just missing her headphones and her belt. Again, not really something I cared too much about because I was really looking for mainly the outfit and the shoes, as the accessories are a little easier to find secondhand than the doll itself and the outfit. So, yeah. But whenever I look at Melody, I look at her and I'm like, it looks like she uses the same face mold as Cerise. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it when I get done with this, because I just look at her and I think white-haired Cerise with red streaks. Or is that burgundy? Like a burgundy streak? Instead, like, you know, kind of like, instead of like Cerise with the brown hair and the white streak, it's the white hair and a burgundy streak. So yeah, fun. Super duper cute. On to the next one. This one I've been so excited for a while. It is Miss Justine Dancer. I got her. She was doll 3 out of 4 that I got from the same seller as, I believe, Blondie and Holly. I'll just have to look at my Mercari purchases again, because I know for a fact that Holly, Justine, and one other character you're going to be seeing in a little bit, I got from the same seller. I believe Blondie also came from the same seller. If I can get, like, a record of that, I will show you. But, man, Justine, here she is in all her glory. She's just missing her bodice and her headband. But again, she came pretty much, like, fully complete aside from that, so that's amazing. I'm very pleased. She is beautiful. And the fact that I got her for, like, a really good deal, considering that waves 6 and 7 of Ever After High were, like, harder to find waves because they were literally end of Ever After High. So to get a Justine for a good price, mostly complete, is great. Now to move on to the last doll in the wave of Melody and Justine, we have Farrah Goodfairy. Mine doesn't have her wings, but it ain't that big of a deal. Again, I got her off of Mercari. And she has a pretty good face placement, no lip chips, and super duper cute. And the fact that they waited till, like, the very end of Ever After High to release a second character for Ashlyn's story that is very, like, you know, not ambiguously, like, suspected to be another character in Cinderella is, like, high-key wild to me. But I'm happy to have Farrah. She's cute. This is a line that I've been wanting forever and ever and ever. So, yeah. On to the next doll. We have one of my personal favorites of towards the end of the run of Ever After High, and that is Michelle Mermaid. I had been dying for them to do a doll of the Little Mermaid for so long, since the beginning of Ever After High, and when they finally did one, I went bananas. Hold on. I went bananas. Because I love Michelle. She is one of my favorite designs, doll-wise. Y'all know I am Gingerbread House's #1 fan. I love Ginger. Ginger is like my favorite doll in my Ever After High collection. Which, she's chef's kiss. Chef's kiss indeed. It's just kind of sad that they didn't really have many dolls of color in the collection, so like, it is like very big bummer. But I love Michelle. Very gorgeous, very pretty. She is spectacular. Hang on just a minute. And now on to the next doll, who is the second to last in the final wave of the Royal and Rebels dolls, and that is Nina Thumbell. She was another, like, harder to find one for me, and the fact that I found her complete for a really good, like, for a decent price for what Nina Thumbell goes for, and the fact that I got her fully complete is insane. I just love Nina. And I also love the fact that it's pretty funny that Nina Thumbell shares the same voice actor as Draculaura from Monster High G1. It's the same way as how Briar Beauty shares the same voice actor as Frankie from Monster High G1. And then I believe Cupid had the same voice actor for both Monster High and Ever After High, so yeah. But I love Nina. She's amazing, and we will be right back after these commercial messages. So, like, don't go nowhere. You. And you. And you and you. Last but not certainly least, you. I guess we can use you as a guest appearance. No more, no less. Alright. Oh. Okay, we're back. And to wrap up the final wave of the Royal and Rebel Dolls / Wave 7, we have Miss Jillian Beanstalk as that, like, very interesting smile mold that they kind of look similar to the Kitty Cheshire mold, and it kind of gives you just a little bit of nightmares. Just a little bit. But I love Jillian Beanstalk. She is so cute. Her personality is so fun and entertaining in the show. And the fact that she is just about as easy to find as Michelle, because for whatever reason they are a little more common to find than Nina, Justine, and Melody, and Farrah is just about as easy to find, like, just as common to find as Michelle, and Jillian is a little less common than them, but it's pretty funny that Jillian Beanstalk has a first name that is all too familiar to me, and I find it absolutely wild. But she is so cute. The fact that she was one of the last Royal and Rebel dolls to, like, actually get a doll is kind of a bummer. But now that we got the basic Royal and